Shalom, I give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash, like your double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to our sincere brothers pushing this word across the four corners of the earth. This is an article from newstarget.com, and the title says, Whole Foods goes full mark of the beast with hand scan payment system. This was published on September the 17th, 2019. Amazon Foods, aka Whole Foods Market, is launching a new point-of-sale system that involves scanning the physical hands of customers in order to collect payment from them. Reminiscent of the mark of the beast spoken about in the Bible, this new flesh and blood identification technology will reportedly use vision and depth geometry biometrics to process transactions based on the shapes and sizes of customers' hands. Once a customer's hand is linked up to his or her credit card on file, he or she will be able to walk right out of Whole Foods with a cart full of groceries without ever having to handle cash or cards, making the transaction entirely cashless. And that's exactly what our elder apostles of Great Millstone been saying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai, that this RFID chip technology is the mark of the beast that's found in the scriptures. This is the only thing that's currently in society that matches right along with the prophecies that's mentioned in Revelation 13 chapter and the 16th verse. So a good point right here says that Whole Foods Market is launching a new point-of-sale system that involves scanning the physical hands of customers in order to collect payment from them. So this so-called white man who are the biblical Edomites according to the scriptures, he's carnal. So he wants to have a carnal type of mark to put on the people, the masses. And that's going to be this RFID chip technology. And it links right up with Revelation 13 chapter and the 16th verse. And he calls it all. And the Greek word for all is pas, which means every individual, everyone, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And the Greek word for mark goes into karama, which means an imprinted mark, something that you have to imprint into your skin. And you see many videos on YouTube where you see these American sheeple, regular sheeple across the other countries as well, willingly accepting this mark of the beast technology. And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Because this society is coming to a cashless society. Whereas back in the day, when people were just paying with cash before the checks even started being popular like that, then that era came in, then people left the checks alone and they started going to the debit card movement. So now that's phasing out. Now you have this face recognition or this type of new age technology where you could just scan your hand or you could just be able to just use a fingerprint, some type of technology like that to identify you. So that's where this so-called white man, that's where he's trying to maneuver this society to accept this mark of the beast system. And it's going to be the only way that a person can be able to function and maneuver in this society, because this American dollar is going to be no longer in use. So you can count that goodbye. So now you're going to have that new currency, which is this RFID chip technology, where you have to use it to scan it to go through these certain checkpoints, because it's going to be martial law implemented out here. So you got to have that mark of the beast technology to maneuver around. And so you want to be able to grocery shop, you got to have that mark of the beast technology, which is this RFID chip. So, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. All right, this is the book of Psalm, the 64th chapter and the first verse. Hear my voice, O Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai, and my prayer, preserve my life from fear of the enemy. And the only ones who are going to be in that type of mindset are the elect of the nation of Israel. And the fear of the enemy is starting with these elites, going on down to all these other nations as well. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. And the secret counsel of the wicked is going to the Illuminati. And that what made them so powerful was their secrecy. That's how they've been ruling for ages. And also through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai on that left-hand side. From the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect, seldom do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune and land snares privily. They say who should see them. Because these elites, They all meet up. They all have these different type of meetings throughout the year, and the public don't even know about it. And they all have those evil matters. And more important than matter is how to extinct the nation of Israel. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Hispanics, and Native Americans, because they know exactly who we are according to the Bible. They know that we are the Most High's chosen people. Therefore, they're trying to overthrow biblical prophecy by taking us out completely so they can inherit the blessing of having the kingdom forever. But according to biblical prophecy, we know it's not going to go like that. So they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune with land snares privily. They say who should see them. And the ones that see them are starting with the angels of Yahweh Bashal Shai, because they're reporting everything back to Yahweh Bashal Shai. As it says, that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. And you also have Yahweh Bashal Shai's men out here on the streets. We see them too, because we know that they land snares privily. And how so? They making this RFID chip technology beneficial. Like if you have a loved one that went missing, that they have dementia or Alzheimer's, we could be able to detect them if they have this RFID chip, and they'll come back home safely. You know, they're going to use it to be beneficial into these people's eyes. And a lot of our people who are gullible, you know, they are in gross darkness. They're going to be gullible enough to accept everything that this so-called white man is saying to them. Because look at it right now. They accept everything that this so-called white man say to them. They believe every single thing that they hear or see on mainstream media. So if our people's faith is like that right now, how much more when they have no food, they have no type of way of feeding their children, or no type of resource to be able to take care of their loved ones or themselves. So how much more they going to be able to believe this so-called white man in that time frame of Jacob's trouble? You got to think about that. A lot of our people going to subscribe cold-heartedly to this so-called white man because they believe he's God. So those are the snares that these elites are laying privily. You know, they tricking the masses into thinking this RFID chip technology is okay. You know, it's cool, it's fun, you know, it's convenient. Because one thing about these American sheeple, they love conveniency. That's why you see these different app-based jobs now. You know, you don't feel like grocery shopping, we have an app for you that we'll have somebody shop for you, and we'll deliver those items to you. Or you don't want to go out to eat, well, we'll have somebody to order that food that you want to eat, and we'll bring it to you. You know, you have the drive-through. You don't want to pay, you know, if you want to pay something, you just pay it online. You know, everything's convenient right now. And that's this so-called white man laying those snares privily, because these people are in complete complacency. And that's going to be their downfall, because you have to be on the edge, man. And only through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashal Shai and have you like that, because when you're on the edge, you're ready to go, no matter what. Because once you're complacent, it's going to be hard for you to be roused up. So a lot of our people going to be caught into this madness. That's why 2/3 of the nation of Israel going to subscribe cold-heartedly to the ways of this so-called white man system, and therefore they're going to have to die for their sins. All right, this is Revelation, the 14th chapter and the 8th verse, called it's a penalty of the ones of our people that want to subscribe to this American system. You know, you want to follow the ways of Esau, you want to follow the fashion of this world. And also, ultimately, you're going to be denouncing Yahweh Bashal Shai by accepting this mark of the beast chip. Because that's the ultimate denouncement of saying Esau is my God. So a lot of our people are going to be in that type of spirit. Lord willing, Yahweh Bashal Shai keep his spirit upon us, that we say, the hell with you and your mark of the beast system. If you got to kill me, do it. You know, Lord willing, we have that mindset. So this is Revelation, the 14th chapter and the 8th verse. And there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city. And Babylon, according to the Bible, is America, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. Because this so-called white man has his philosophies all across the four corners of the earth. That's why you see all these other nations who, back in the day, they wouldn't accept homosexuality. You know, they easing into it now, or a lot of them just already accepting it. That's just letting you know that that's that wine, that's that philosophy, that different democracy that this so-called white man is pushing across the four corners of the earth. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead. So the beast in his image is going to this system. You know, you follow the ways of this world. You know, you believe in all these holidays. You believe wholeheartedly into this system, this American system. So that's like the image of this beast. And receive his mark in his forehead. So that's the physical print right there that this so-called white man has, which is that RFID chip, R in his hand. And we just saw from the article, it says that you had to physically scan your hands. R in his hand. The same should drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh Bashem Shai, which is poured without mixture into the cup of his indignation, which means righteous anger, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So the ones of our people want to subscribe to this American system. So ultimately, you want to accept that RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast. That's the penalty right there for the ones of our people want to get down with this system. You're going to be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb, which is talking about our Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shai. Back to the article, it says, code name Orville. The system will also link up to customers' Amazon Prime accounts, allowing them to simply scan their hands and have all their Prime information immediately link up to their payment information for a seamless purchasing experience. See, they're making everything convenient, everything fast. That's what these American zombies love. They love conveniency. They want it right then and there. They hate waiting on things. That's why you see these American zombies, that they want everything that's popular in society. You got the new technology coming out. They want it right then and there. So this new trend, which is this mark of the beast RFID chip system, this is going to be popular. You're going to have these elites set up these different celebrities, making it okay and cool to accept. And you already know that the masses follow right along what these celebrities say. They look at them as gods. So they're going to follow right along into those snares or those gins that's mentioned in the scriptures. And right here it says, if everything goes as planned, Whole Foods plans to install the hand swipe system with a handful of its stores by the beginning of next year. And eventually the technology will be unveiled at all Whole Foods locations, presumably with opposition from Whole Foods employees, which are already having trouble keeping up with Amazon's other technological chances. Retailers have always been interested in faster checkout. There you go. Conveniency. Stated Maj Matsad, founder and CEO of Status Money, a personal finance website, as quoted by the New York Post. So there it is, man, the mark of the beast system right there in our faces, which is the RFID chip. And that's why through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Shai, the Spirit was putting our elder apostle Tahar to deem this year as the year of the Karama, the year of the mark of the beast. We're not fully saying that it's going to be totally implemented in this year, but you definitely going to see Esau pushing this more and more so into the media, getting the zombies more accustomed to it. They more accustomed to hearing about this new identification technology. So therefore, they'd be more willing to accept it pretty soon. So those are times that we're coming into. And we in those times right now. So I'm going to leave this article in the description box, and through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Shai, hope you all were edified. Like give all honor glory again to Yahweh Bashem Shai. Shalom to all you sincere Akim. Shalom.